I've been doing this 10 years, and I think it's about to break.
Ready to go.
I think, and by break, I mean my fucking spirit. All right, let's get to the bottom of some knowledge. Play action fakes it to Mason zone. Yes, touchdown. Hi, and welcome to Genos Picks. What can you say about last week? Yes, we went 2-2 against the spread if you go by the scores and odds line at kickoff, but if you follow me closely and you were smart enough to hear me tell you, jump on the Vikes while they were giving two because I predicted that Sam Bradford would get the start and the line would shoot up, you went 3-1. Either way, you definitely won 3 games because we told you to take the Vikes on Thursday night. So you can't wait to get to the picks. Let's dance. I got booze in my beard. The Bucs are giving 1.5 to the Cards in Arizona. Okay, kids, it's time to get on the Cards. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not picking them, as the only thing flatter than their first 4 games have been the desert they play in. Not to mention, these guys should be playing in Florida, because this team, after getting their newest old guy, 32-year-old Adrian Peterson, who is actually younger than 37-year-old Carson Palmer at QB, and 34-year-old receiver Larry Fitzgerald, because the average age of this team is died 3 weeks ago. And now, get this, AD, or whatever you want to call him, says he can play another 5 years. Please, he hasn't scored a touchdown since 2015 and has gained 153 yards over the 7 games since. He used to gain that much over 7 carries. Now I understand what AD stands for. All done. Unless you prefer to go by his standard initials, AP, which is short for AARP. Unlike the Vatican, it's not a secret or a big one that the Cardinals are fucking people every weekend. Take Tampa Bay and lay the one the hook on the road. Oh, that was pretty good. I was surprised. Pleasantly so. Should I not? Hey! The Dolphins are getting a dozen from the Falcons in Atlanta. For the second time in 2 weeks, do you see it coming? The Dolphins are staring at a big line, and just like last weekend, they're going to love every bit of it. Yes, I know Chris Forster, one of the highest paid offensive coordinators in the game, is out. But here's who isn't out. Atlanta's offensive coordinator, Steve Sarkisian, under whom the Falcons have taken a giant step back. Wow, how bummed is that fucking drunk? He can't hang out with Forster after the game with their playbooks and run lines. Okay. The Dolphins may have lost their white knight of an offensive coordinator, but Atlanta's OC is still leading every drive drunk. This one stays close, and the Fins cover. Take Miami and the dozen. Wow, it's almost like I know what I'm doing. My next, and this one's got my favorite gag. It's got my favorite gag. Shout out to Lee. Mitch. Oh, I missed the line. The Bears. Are we even? The Bears are getting a dime from the Ravens in Baltimore. Mitch Trubisky looked pretty impressive against a very good defense in front of a national audience on Monday night. But what impressed me more about him than his TD pass, that was the Vikes defensive back Andrew Sendejo should have gotten an assist for. Jesus Christ. No wonder these spics play soccer, because that guy shouldn't be allowed to use his hands ever. There's a reason black guys play defensive back. Not just because they're more athletic, but you're not surprised when you see them tip that badly. Anyway, the play I think that is going to go the longest way is the interception he threw at the end of the game, because afterwards, in the presser, he had to look like he couldn't wait to get back on the field and make things right. He will this week against the Ravens team that hasn't faced an actual quarterback in this country in 3 weeks. Take the Bears, take the dime. Which brings me to my double your money Monday night bet, or as I like to call it, more booze. Indianapolis is getting 3.5-ish from the Titans in Tennessee. I say ish because that's the line on ESPN. As I'm sitting here drinking, doing the picks, there is no line. But I'm going to tell you, they assume Mariota is going to play. He isn't. Even if you see the number 8 on the field at quarterback, that is not the Marcus Mariota they drafted. That is not the Marcus Mariota the Titans believe can help them win the division. A lot of us did as well. But you know who's on the other side of the ball? Jacoby Brissett, Jake Brisket. He finds ways to win, and he finds Ty Hilton all the time. He will do that again. Take the Colts, no matter the line. Those are Geno's picks. We can go home now. It's Slideshow Mel. Are you still running the fucking thing?